Hi, Dr. Dave Webster. You're on my case scenario page. This is just another example of the travesty of Pet in Ontario. This is a young man who has a recently diagnosed case of a cancer in his stomach. As part of that routine investigation, he had a CT scan which showed a small lesion in one part of the liver. They couldn't characterize it any more than that, suggested a couple of other investigations. The patient paid for their own PET scan, and this is the case and demonstrates some of the points about why PET has become the standard of care around the world. So, if you look at this first picture here, you can see this very intense black spot up in the stomach, and that unfortunately is the gastric cancer, and we can see that this is rather aggressive given the amount of sugar it's taken up. And then secondly, we did see an abnormal area of uptake in the liver. That's this image right here, and that corresponds to the CT finding. However, in addition, what the PET scan shows is a second lesion and another lobe of the liver, which was not seen on the original CT. If you go back, and that's this image right here. It's actually more active than the larger lesion. Now, when you go back and look very carefully at the CT, you can see that there is a small abnormality there, but not reported. So here again, we see a case where PET has made a difference in this patient. It's possible with a single metastasis, one could consider, for example, resection. Might even do it with two. But the point is that had they have just gone on conventional investigation and say the patient had surgery to remove both the primary cancer and the single CT finding, it clearly would not have worked because there was a second finding that only the PET could find. And this is absolutely classic and why the world has turned to this. But again, you live in Ontario. So this patient fortunately did get a PET scan, but they had to pay for it for themselves. And here we are with just one case after another I see on a regular daily basis of the travesty of just PET in Ontario and what the government is prepared to do to block access of patients from the standard of care around the world. So please visit my website. Please sign the petition, but also please take advantage of the other things, the form letters and so on. If we do not, if it's only me that's writing these letters, they won't respond to me, I can assure you. But if enough people insist that they send the form letters, whatever, and take the contact information and say, no, it's time you answer these questions, then there's a possibility we can actually bring about justice for patients like this. Okay, thanks, and have a good day.